We are Team Group Control Alt Defeat. My name is Fernando, and our group consists of Gene, Paul, Eric, and Pat. Next slide, please. So it's no big question that big cities are experiencing a major issue with waste, contaminants, and litter, with Los Angeles experiencing 100,000 tons of trash per day, not to mention litter and hazardous spills. This pressing issue will only continue to grow as our population centers grow, and thus for our problem, we focused on building, designing, and prototyping a swarm of robots made to handle waste, contaminants, and litter. Next slide, please. So here's a quick introduction to our swarm. We have Hazmat Hank, Germ Glider, Metromate, Bimbot, and Dust Falcon. Next slide, please.
Hazmat Hank is an aerial-based cleanup drone who's responsible for cleaning hazardous spills and extinguishing fires. Hazmat Hank boasts a storage bin for corrosive materials that's changeable. He also has a Geiger counter for tracking radiation exposure and an external vacuum arm for cleaning up contaminants. Next slide, please.
Germ Glider is an aerial disinfection drone designed to sanitize high-contact urban areas. It carries a 1.5-liter sanitizing solution container and uses 360-degree spray nozzles. It has LiDAR and ultrasonic sensors to help navigate safely and avoid obstacles, and a wide-angle camera to provide real-time feedback to the operator, making Germ Glider an efficient and reliable solution for maintaining public health. Next slide.
Metromate is an autonomous bin-shaped drone intended to keep our transit systems clean. So to navigate and detect obstacles, Metromate uses LiDAR, ultrasonic distance sensors, and traditional camera systems. And to clean and sanitize, the bot has a UVC light arm, a sanitizer arm, and a litter picker arm. And of course, on the bottom of Metromate, you'll find a mop and vacuum combo intended to keep the floors clean. And with that, we can move on to Bimbot. Next slide, please.
Yes, Bimbot is a ground trash collection robot. The top lid will open when someone approaches to dispose of trash. It has a dual communication antenna for remote operation with an ultrasonic sensor for obstacle detection and 15 hours of runtime with a 2 hours of charge. And the next slide, please.
Dust Falcon is an aerial-based vacuum drone that can suck up to 1.5 liters at a time. The vacuum cone also serves as a landing gear, and it utilizes LiDAR and ultrasonic distance sensors to find personnel and objects in its path. It does hold an 8-hour battery life and will return to its post as required for recharging. Next slide, please.
Here we have robot collaboration. For our robot collaboration, we have a CAD design. Here we can see Dust Falcon. Dust Falcon is able to move across roadways and on highways, and he cleans up any litter. We have Bimbot, that when approaching people with trash, he will open his lid. Then we have Germ Glider, who identifies high surface areas in the area. Here he is cleaning a bench. Then we have Hazardous Hank, who cleans up hazardous waste materials. Here he is cleaning up an oil spill, and he will use his vacuum arm to do so. And then we have Metromate, who cleans up the public transportation systems. Here he's in a subway cart, and he is able to vacuum up this litter and clean up anything in the area.
Okay, so on this slide, we compare manual current pay labor to our swarm of robots, and it's clear cut that we are an optimal solution as we are more effective and more affordable. Next slide, please. So to conclude, we have built a robot swarm capable of tackling one of major cities' most largest and important issues, especially in regards to the environment and health and safety. Please remember that Control Alt Defeat's mission is to change the world by making it cleaner and safer for all. And in closing, please also remember that Control Alt Defeat Swarm is here to work for you and your team by tackling the one issue no one wants to: trash. Next slide, please. Here you can find all of our references, and of course, I want to thank you for your time.